I'm Quincy Long, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, how long have you lived there?
I've lived in Houston since the mid-'80s.
Well, I thought, okay. So your company...
My company is Entrust Retirement Services, Inc., and we offer self-directed retirement plans.
What part of Houston are you in?
On the far west side of Houston, almost within spitting distance of Katy, Texas.
And if I wanted to show up in Houston and I want to go to your office, how do I get there?
Well, that depends on which direction you're coming from. If you're coming from Houston, you go out to Barker Cypress Road and take a right, and the first traffic light, you take another right, and then it's just a little ways down the road.
What's a self-directed IRA anyway? I don't understand.
Self-directed IRA, Paul, as you know from this weekend, is an IRA in which you get to pick all the investments. And what some people mean by self-directed is just the ability to pick whichever stock, bond, or mutual fund they want. In fact, of course, a truly self-directed IRA like we have at Entrust allows you to pick any investment that's permissible under the law, including real estate, notes, private placements of various types.
You know, what's interesting is people just say the word IRA, but I don't even know what IRA stands for.
Yeah, most people don't know what it stands for, actually. An IRA can be either an individual retirement account, which is what most people are familiar with, or it can be an individual retirement annuity. And actually, if you look at publication 590, which describes IRAs, they call it an individual retirement arrangement. The two subcategories are annuities or accounts.
Somehow I get my money to your place, right? And then you give me a checkbook and I can just go out and do my investments, right?
In fact, we can give you a checkbook to your IRA. That's a product that we call Entrust has a patented product called the IRA debit card, which also can come with checks. However, that's a limited checking account, and that's kind of a special thing, but maybe we should talk about someday. But generally speaking, that's not the way it works, because we hold title to the assets on behalf of the custodial bank and your IRA, and we hold on to the money. So even with the IRA checking account, we're still holding on to the money, and we hold title to the assets until such time as you take them in distribution.
That sounds really complicated, and I'm a simple guy. Can't I just go out and buy something? I mean, or do I find something I want to buy and I call you up and you go buy it for me, or what?
Well, it's almost that simple, Paul. The money doesn't do anything in a self-directed IRA until you tell me to do something with it, if that makes some sense. And so basically, it's not almost exactly what you said. You find an investment that you want to do. You fill out a buy direction letter. You can't call me on the phone, but you fill out a buy direction letter telling me to spend the money that you have on this particular asset. And then from there, we have to make sure that the asset is titled properly in the name of Entrust Retirement Services, Inc., FBO, which means for the benefit of your name and IRA.
Can you do you also make good investments for me? Do you buy and sell for me too, or?
Another great question, Paul, and the answer is no. With a truly self-directed IRA, it means just that. It's self-directed, which means you have to find your own investments, and so the result of that is the most powerful aspect of self-directed is you get to pick your investment. The weakest aspect of self-direction is you get to pick your own investment. So it's either strong or weak according to how good your investment acumen is.
That sounds really good for me. What do I do next to get one of these things started, whatever they are?
Well, Paul, the next thing you would do is to open an Entrust retirement account application.